We're in New York! And I managed to leave with everything, including a virus. Yay me. New York wasn't someplace that was ever on my bucket list. The loud noises, the hustle and bustle of the city, the people wasn't something that intrigued me, but here I am anyway, hoping to fall in love with this big city. I thought maybe I could also meet the man of my dreams and we can hold hands running through the streets of New York, but that didn't happen. Instead, something else happened, and I learned so much about myself that I didn't know before. You see me in that taxi? The most expensive drive I've ever taken. It cost me $150 to get from the airport to my hotel. I do not recommend. There's another way of going about this that I'll mention later in the video. I stayed at the Yotel in Times Square, perfectly located. It was on the cheaper end. It cost me around $1,000 for 6 days, 5 nights. The hotel was pretty clean. The only problem I have is there was no microwave, so whatever I ate for dinner, I had to eat then and there, or I wouldn't be able to eat it later. Also, the view from my room, oh my gosh. The city is gorgeous. I'm falling in love already. Which is lighter? Can't really tell. I love both of these, Yummy Skin and Hourglass. I'm not a huge makeup girly, which is why I try to take care of my skin, because I usually don't wear makeup. When I put that shit on, I want to put that shit on correctly, and these two brands, yum, yummy, literally. This is what she's looking like. When I first started my podcast, which if you are new here, you don't know nothing about that, but yes, I had a podcast and it turned into this, it turned into YouTube. Really, like, my spirit was feeling a disconnect because I started it for the same reason I started this channel, which was to share the knowledge I've learned, share the truth with you so we can make like better informed decisions. But the disconnect came from me knowing better and not doing better. So I felt like an imposter. I felt like a fraud. And that's the thing nobody talks about when they mention like being on a spiritual journey and just growing overall. Like, it's not going to be easy for the simple fact that you cannot make stupid decisions on purpose now. Ignorance is no longer bliss for you because you know better. And that comes with a lot of responsibility. That comes with saying no a lot of the times. That comes with not going to certain places, removing people from your spaces. It comes with a lot of boundaries. It comes with a lot of discipline as well. On my way to the public library, and yeah, I've made my first enemy in the city. Let's give this lady the attention she so clearly deserves. Yeah. Now, as I was saying, the library, one of the most beautiful buildings in the city. 5,000 steps already. Beautiful. Look at the ceiling. Holy fuck. I hadn't ate anything all day,
So I wandered over to Grand Central Station and grabbed me something to eat. When I played this footage back later, I realized the woman actually waved at me. Hey girl! Another tiny reminder that even in this big city, human connections are still very much everywhere if you're paying attention.
So my nap was great. I woke up, touched up my face, which was crazy how oily it was. And I usually don't touch up my face because I don't do all day makeup wear, but this isn't too bad for a slept in, showered in, walked in face, okay? I left my lip liner at the crib, so I used eyeshadow. Shout out to my baby sister for putting me on. Just put the damn eyeshadow on, improvise. Or go outside, and it could never be that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna grab me a taxi. I'll see you there. I think I left my perfume. We'll be 4 minutes late, but that's nothing in comparison to how late I usually am. This man came knocking on the window, y'all. I had to lock the door. I didn't know who the fuck he was. And why are you trying to get in here?
Hi, I have a reservation at 8:30.
And none of it sounds good except for them crab cakes. I always try to ask what they like to eat because you probably eat here more than I do. I actually really need to start doing this when I'm in the city, like back at home. I need to act like a visitor in my own city in order for me to enjoy that city. And then have as much fun as you can until it's time to go. But I'm really liking New York, and that is scary.
So the jazz club thing was actually okay. It was in Spanish, so I really didn't know like what the fuck was going on. But music is like all about feeling. So I was really trying to feel it and not be self-conscious of the fact that I'm having dinner by myself. At 11 p.m. Timbria walked the streets by herself. These dark concrete jungles, quote unquote, by herself without any weapons. And I feel great. I feel like I live out here.
At this point, my itinerary was crumbling, and maybe that's okay. New York has its own way of pulling you in, and I quickly realized the city does not care about your schedule. It will decide for you, and honestly, that's both frustrating and exciting. So today's stop is Summit. Yes, it is worth the hype. The views felt unreal. It was as if the whole city stretched itself out just for me. And from up here, you quickly realize you're just one small story among millions. After we left Summit, we walked over to Central Park to hopefully find the newspaper stand and get on a boat. My brother definitely did a great job keeping me company on this walk. I ended up clocking over 21,000 steps this day. Yeah, can't believe it. Here we are. We made it to Central Park. Now it's time to enjoy the views.
Spectacular. Another part of the world. What the heck? And you can just have a fucking seat right here. You seen this? Hold on, let me zoom in for you. This is crazy.
You know, the one bad thing about solo traveling is you don't have anyone handy to take your photos. But that's okay. You can picture me rowing in this boat in the rain over and over again until I got hungry. I don't know about you, but I am a foodie on vacation. I come for the sights and the food.
Teeny time.
After roaming the streets a little more, dinner was at Bad Roman. I do not recommend this place. I give them 1 out of 5 stars. The food, not so good. Except for that bread, that balkava, I believe it's called. That was really yummy. But honestly, with places like these, you're paying for the aesthetic and it's okay, I guess. When in New York, do it.
Who are you? This is my book. It is called The Library of Esoterica Astrology. Muy bien. First page. The center is everywhere. That's a bar. Hi. If I want to get on a subway, I just go through these things right here. If I want to get on the subway, do I just go through here?
Yes.
Okay. Oh my god. Oh! Whoa. Board in or our train.
Day 3 was all about me being a kid again. Discovering new things, releasing control, and really letting curiosity lead me places fear kept me from. First stop was the subway. I know every time you open up your For You page, you're seeing those crazy videos of those people on the subway cutting up. Well, thank God it was nothing like that for me, and I really felt like a big girl on the subway. It was way better than spending $150 on an Uber, and even walking on the streets is kind of sketchy sometimes. I had to go off on a few people, but cortisol, 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 we're moving on. First stop of the day, the Harry Potter store, and yes, before you ask, I got a wand. Being in New York by myself, honestly, it hits different. At first, it felt weird, but then I realized, like, that's kind of the point. I don't have to rush anywhere. I don't have to wait on anyone. I just follow my curiosity. So, yeah, I ended up just bouncing around, checking things out, and it actually felt good. It didn't feel lonely. It felt freeing. By the time I sat down to eat, I realized this solo trip was teaching me how to just be with myself.
I got the Octopussy and french fries because I've been craving french fries with a side of mayonnaise, period. I have had a day today. I'm looking at the art on the wall. I'm back far enough so I'm not blocking anyone's vision from looking at the art and reading about it. When I say I'm standing right here, he literally comes and stands right in front of me. Like that. And my mouth like open because you cannot be fucking serious. You saw me before you saw this art. So before I snapped on him, I walked around and stood right in front of him. Some people don't know what they do until you show them what they do to them. Don't stand in front of me. Don't disregard me like I'm not here. That's rude as fuck. When the disrespect is blatant, when you're feeling some type of way, speak up. Because either they're clueless or they don't give a fuck. And they need to learn. You might be their lesson. Speak up. Or they'll be your lesson. For too long, I have undermined the power that I actually hold. And now that I realize that, shit is gonna start shaking. It's gonna get scary out here for some of you hoes. I'm sorry. The moment you wake up to your power, it's gonna have people shaking. Shaking like wet dogs in the cold. Because for too long, they've been benefiting from you playing the back. Life is meant to be lived for yourself, not for others. And New York has taught me that everybody has a life. Everybody has business to mind. You mind yours. You take care of you. You go hard for you. And make them respect you in the process. Also, I would like to add that confidence is not an appearance. Confidence is not a body type. Confidence is not what you have on. Confidence comes from the inside, and you have to choose to be confident every day you wake up. It's hard. Some days you won't feel confident, and that's okay. But the more you do it, the stronger your confidence will be. But remember that you are that bitch. They're lucky to know you. They're lucky to have your phone number. They're lucky to get to experience you. And there are people out here without a personality, okay? Pop your shit, that's all I gotta say. Every day, pop your shit. Even when you feel ugly, pop your shit. And watch how many heads turn. Cheers.
I had a time last night. And I'm really trying to continue vlogging, but when I tell you, it is not easy. It is not easy. Which is why y'all didn't see last night, but I had a time last night. So I got this electrolyte. I also got this. Lonnie has a protein shake.
It's fruity cereal, so I'm like, there must be a whole lot of sugar up in here. Y'all, 30 grams of protein. Oh, I also lost a nail last night. That's how much of a time I had, and I cannot find it to glue it back on. So it only has 3 grams of sugar and 160 calories. How much sodium? 240 milligrams of sodium. Your average snack has more than that in it. I've never seen this back in Florida, but I'm gonna have to order these like off of Amazon or something. I don't know what we're gonna do today. Tomorrow's my last full day, so I really want to make this count even though I'm tired. So I'm going to down these electrolytes. I'm going to shower and try to like wake myself up. Let's see where today takes us, honestly.
Okay, so by now, me and the subway go together real bad. I mean, I'm riding this thing as if it was a professional sport. As soon as I get off, boom, we're in Chinatown. It's loud, it's crazy, there's people everywhere. By this point, all my little nails were falling off, but that is okay. I came here for the food. Have you guys ever tried an egg tart before? I didn't even know egg could go into a dessert. In the center is a whole soft cooked egg, and yes, it was really good. I ended up having to stop and get myself a foot massage because, yeah, free will is a thing, and it was much needed. Next stop is going to be Central Park again, and we're gonna go see that castle because I need to be in a castle. I mean, don't I get princess energy? No? Anyway.
It's honestly nothing spectacular up here. My feet hurt, and I'm over it.
The castle was definitely disappointing, and I honestly should have charged the castle for what it did to my feet. I finished my trip at this beautiful bookstore restaurant, which, yes, I mean, whoever thought of this, a genius. I had an octopus charcuterie board. I don't recommend that either. I prefer my octopus to be wood grilled, and it could have been better. But I decided to start a new thing where I journal for my kids, so they know what the world was like and who their grandma was before the wrinkles and the graveyard dirt. New York taught me so much, but the biggest lesson was to slow down, take everything in, and forget the checklist. Sometimes you just have to be present and allow the world to show you what it wants you to see. Oh, and if you ever decide to come here, don't spend $150 trying to avoid the subway. Take the damn train.